Buenos dias. I'm back. I think this is video number 9. I could be wrong. It's pretty dark out. It's early. I kind of want to just get some content going on this old YouTube channel. So I want to do this one now because I don't know what the rest of the day holds. But I want to talk about just one topic with 3 subtopics. Today's word is compassion. I don't have the definition, but I do know that, some of the things I've read and that I've talked to other people about, you have compassion, empathy, and sympathy. And the way that I gather it and hold it and cook it is sympathy, I think, is the lowest form of mental, spiritual, the lowest form of just action, I guess. Where sympathy is like, if somebody tells you a sad story, that you sympathize with them. You tell them, I'm very sorry to hear that, and that's quite a sad story you are telling me. I think the next one up would be empathy. Empathy is more of putting yourself in their shoes, walking a mile in their shoes. So someone tells you the same sad story, and you put yourself into their shoes, and maybe you compound this story, and you remember that just the other day they told you another story about themselves, and you kind of put it together and say, well, dang, you're telling me this story, and then I also remember that you also went through that the other day. Like, man, you got a lot going on right now. I can imagine what's going on. That's I sympathize with that, but I also empathize with that. But then I think compassion is the strongest one, because compassion gives you the ability to, it gives you the ability to sympathize, and it gives you the ability to empathize. But then compassion, I think, takes it to the next step, and you offer yourself in any way that you can help. Whether it's something that you can physically do, or just if words and sympathizing are enough, that still could be a form of compassion. But I think compassion it's just truly understanding and just really getting what the person is telling you, and doing your best, whatever you think is okay, to help them not feel that way, if that makes sense. So then really quick, I just want to touch on it really quick, and I want to say a couple things. I want to say that amongst my journey, in my journey, I feel that compassion was the hardest one for me to obtain. I spent many a morning meditating and considering compassion from different angles, and figuring out how I can truly be compassionate and feel compassion. And it's hard when, we all see and hear with our eyes and ears what is going on in this world. And it's, as much as you can feel compassionate for a good person, I mean, true compassionate is compassion for a not so good person, and that's a tough one to wrap your mind around. I mean, am I all the way there right now? Like, am I gonna save a very bad person? Am I gonna go out of my way and risk my life to save a very bad person? I don't know. It's tough to put myself in that situation. I don't know. I'd like to think that I would. But yeah, so with that being said, just one more quick thing, because I got my coworkers looking at me all weird right now. Is that just a quick one about just like compassion and just overall being good in a society is like, I used to watch these road rage videos on YouTube on my shorts, and I mean, I could make a whole ass video about these videos and just how whatever, but um it's like you get into road rage, or you get into a heated confrontation with a stranger, and you guys both parties get caught up in this moment, and such anger arises just for a small act of inconsideration or ignorance, and it can turn deadly. I mean, one of these people could kill the other people. But I always used to think, and I still do, that like there's probably a 99% of a chance that these same two individuals could meet each other in a more of a neutral site, say a party, where they're strangers and they meet each other, and they might kick it off and make a lifelong friendship, you know? But because of just this one moment, you want to beat someone with your fist, when in any other situation it could have been something special. So now I got the big boss is pulling up next to me, and we're gonna cut this thing off. I just want to say I love you guys. I hope we can all find compassion in this cruel world, and I love you. Bye.